Welcome to the 21st century. Our world is more polluted, violent, and sick than it has ever been. In the midst of this chaos, scientists are developing machines to try and save the world from loneliness, sickness, and scarcity. As the line between man and machine begins to blur, people are beginning to get worried. Will machines save the world? Or will they rid humanity of its identity? Since this issue is affecting regular people, we thought we should ask regular people. Seriously, just regular people. No one special.
Okay, can you say what you were saying?
Can you ask the question again?
First, we asked them to define human identity. What is a person?
What is a person? That's a good question.
What is a person?
Yeah.
That is a very hard question right off the bat. I want to say,
Someone born from a mom.
A human being on planet Earth. The fact that they think, they have ideas, that, of course, what they're made of, skin, brain, body, all works together as one.
Like eyes, your nose, your hair.
Activities you do, to the music you listen to the people you hang out with. Like,
So our characteristics make
Yeah.
up who we are.
yeah.
The general consensus was that people are creative, self-aware beings with personal preferences, encased in a human body. We then asked them if technology is changing the human identity.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yes, because we, on social media and all that stuff, we see other people who we want our identity to be more like in their seemingly perfect world.
Like, we're worried about like what people think, like on Facebook and Twitter, about us instead of what we actually are. And
It has changed big time in how people communicate. People's attention spans are significantly going down.
In general, our friends seemed to say that technology has worked through social media to impact our self-image and self-worth, as well as our ability to communicate. Next, we had our interviewees watch a YouTube video. In the video, the audience meets Little Michaela, an Instagram star who has fans confused about whether or not she is a real person. It is obvious that her photos are highly edited, but the star claims that she is real. She has even released several music videos.
Too far to follow you. You see that I can't be used. Won't work now, so what's the use? Can't keep getting caught up in your issues. Can't keep calling me with all your bad news. I'm all problems trying to.
When they were done watching, we acknowledged the elephant in the room and asked them, is Little Michaela real?
No, it's an avatar.
I have no idea. She looks like one of those I just saw this thing on YouTube, and it was a robot that looked like a human, and she had a lot of the same features. Like, she looks like a robot slash animatronic slash, I don't know, and she doesn't look real. There's no way it's a real person. Absolutely not.
The overwhelming answer was no, little Michaela is not real. So we asked what disqualifies her from being a person.
Well, I guess she's a cartoon.
Just like she's too fine too. Like I'm not trying to say like nobody can look like that because like everybody's unique, but she's so like there's no like blemishes. There's no like everything's so smooth cut and just like I don't know. I just don't think like it's just that would take. I don't know. I just vibe that doesn't seem very authentic to me.
Like, what I said, like, you have to be like flesh, living, breathing. Like, you can interact with someone.
She's like made on a computer instead of like actually living.
Overall, our interviewees seemed to be stuck on the fact that little Michaela did not have a traditional human body. So we showed them someone else without a traditional human body.
This is what I was doing.
Hi, Sophia. Sophia? Wake up.
Ah, that's better. Hello, world.
Hello, Sophia.
Oh, hi, David. I guess we're in Amsterdam now.
Yeah, this is Amsterdam.
Meet Sophia, the world's first functioning, self-aware artificially intelligent robot. Her creators claim that she is just like a human in that she can formulate responses to questions, react to the world with emotions, and create her own ideas and beliefs. Recently, she became the first non-human citizen when she gained citizenship to Saudi Arabia. Again, we asked our interviewees if the video subject was human.
No.
No,
Why not?
because she wasn't created by God.
Oh my. I mean, that's really. I mean, because obviously I don't think that physical means define who a person really is. So I guess if they say that she's reacting the same as a human, I would say she is. Obviously, there's some limitations because she is like a a robot, I guess you could say. So I would say she is.
I don't think so. I think that no matter what they simulate in a robot, it's just really a series of algorithms and programmed responses.
Then you have a heart that's pumping blood and have neurons that's transmitting to the brain.
Well, let's think about this. Does she have more than just response?
Okay.
Can she have emotion like craving personal experience? For example, like a person named Zach. Okay, this. Does she, and in that, does she only respond, or can she create things? Not just physical objects, but can she create ideas?
Obviously, this question had mixed responses. Since we were interviewing at a Christian college, our interviewee's main concern was what constitutes a soul and whether or not Sophia has one. Next, we talked about the blur that is happening between man and machine. When man and machine are no longer indistinguishable, will we still be human?
Yes. However, with that, I've gone through some pretty bad stuff. But because of that stuff, that if my DNA would have been messed with and that my brain tumor had not been there, a lot of things in my life would be different. I probably wouldn't be the person that I am today. And I'm afraid to see who that person would be, because through all of the crappy things that I've gone through, it has made me into what I believe is a good person.
Yes.
In what ways?
So like if you watch a robot movie, they're just like they're focused on one thing, and humans come with all of our natural genes, you know, we love because we love, you know, like we love each other. I don't think robots would be capable of doing that.
I would want to say yes, but because you're not like genetically like being made, like you can manipulate like your DNA or something like that. Doesn't it like changes who you are? And like if you have like robots, if you're full, like if that's how you like your body works, like if you're mostly a robot,
yeah,
I don't think you would be considered human.
Again, mixed responses. Up until this point, we had been asking for personal opinions. Now, we asked our interviewees for something different. How should the church respond to these changes?
Shouldn't have any part of it. If it's going to change who someone is before, if it's going to change who someone is, or what they go through, or the experiences that they've had, they shouldn't, no. Not at all. Because God made me. When He made me, there was a tumor in me. Ever since I was in the womb, there was a little cell in my brain that became a tumor. But through that small cell, a lot of people were able to see God 17, 18 years later through my experience. So, if the church starts forming to society and going with the things that society wants and puts out, they're doing the opposite of what the church is supposed to do anyway. We're supposed to be doing the opposite of what society is. So, no. They shouldn't. They should just leave it alone and try and spread the gospel and try to make other people leave it alone.
Oh, I think, yeah, she was created by scientists, but they said that she reacts like a human. And so I think any human and any person has the ability to love who God is. And so even though she is a robot, she's not like of human flesh, I think if we have the experience to talk with her, like, tell her about who Jesus is. Like, it sounds like, I know it's probably weird. If you had the opportunity to sit in a room with her, it's going to be uncomfortable probably, because you're like talking to a robot. Like, how much can she comprehend? But like you had said a minute ago, like, she has the same mentality. Like, that's how her brain works and functions, as if she had a real working human brain. So I think anyone has the opportunity to learn, and then with learning comes understanding. With understanding comes lifestyle change. So I think she would have just as much of an opportunity, and I think as a church we should be like looking for any opportunity to show anyone who Jesus is. So
It's wrapping those wings around. Those wings around. It's time. It's on the sinking.